Bam, 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 bam. Bam, 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 bam. 50 great short stories. Now let's get this started with right now. So let me get this started with right now. So first of all, today's story is The 3-Day Blow by Ernest Hemingway. So let's get this started with la la la. Well, here's the thing. So the story goes on like this. There are these two men. Their names are Nick and a guy named Bill. So like Nick goes ahead, starts off a cottage, and he's like la 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 la. And he goes ahead and does all that, and bum ba bum 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 bing. It all happens, and Bill's all like, hey, what? I'm gonna go ahead and do all this. And Bill's all like, hey, you know what? Let's just go get drunk. And he's like, alright, fine. And then they start talking about books before they go get drunk. So they talk about these two authors. Their names are, if I remember correctly, well, at least if I read correctly, their names were basically two authors, Chesterton and Walpole. Now they're pretty, and apparently they started talking about some books. So go ahead. First of all, before that, they talk about baseball. Like, I want to go see the World Series. Well, that's gonna be bad for us because because they always happen in Philadelphia and New York, and we live somewhere very, very far away. I was saying, do you think the Cards will ever win? Not in our lifetime. Oh, come on. I don't try to curse in these videos. Next up, also then they start talking about books. And they talk about like Chesterton and Walpole stories. They're like the forest. Yeah, it's like those two people like lovers in the forest, and they're like have the naked blade in front and like being in between them. I have no idea why they need a naked blade. They don't even use it. It's symbolism. Well, it's useless. Really? Yes. That all happens, and the other things start happening, and then they start debating that should get drunk. And they're like, I will let it. Right? Why? Because this bottle's already open. I didn't open it. Okay. And my old man only lets me drink bottles that are already open. Why? Because he says opening bottles makes the drunkard. Oh, I always thought, and then Bill never admitted that. He always thought that like people who drink too much turns them into drunkards. That all happens, and then they go ahead and start debating which offer is the best. Bill's favorite offer. Wait, hang on. I think I messed up. So let me think. So Bill's favorite offer is a guy named Chesterton, and Nick's favorite offer is Walpole. And they go ahead and start debating. However, then Chesterton decides to side up with Walpole, and Nick decides to side up with Chesterton, which is kind of a weird thing. They just swap their favorite offers. Wow. Oh, that's weird. And of course, then again, they start talking about Nick becoming married, like Nick's love life. Like apparently he was about to get married to a little woman, and he always promised her that they go to Italy, Europe, whatever. And then suddenly that all ended because of this. So apparently they had this sort of thing that happened. The thing is that, well, firstly, Nick said that, hey, you know what? Remember that thing about marriage? I'm pretty sure that you did a good job not getting married. And then it said, well, that her mom was terrible, right? Yeah. She said you're engaged. You're not engaged. Yeah, but everyone's literally thought you were engaged. You weren't engaged. You're about to get married, right? Yeah. Yeah. Well, how is that different from getting engaged? I don't know, but it's different. How? I don't see any difference myself. Because it is different. They go ahead and start debating back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And eventually that all ends up with them just having a really, really sore throat. So what happens next is a really big mess. So they go ahead, start debating about the offers, and they decide, hey, you know what? Well, let's get drunk. Yeah! They try to get drunk, and they're like, it's hopeless. We're not going to get drunk. And they're like, okay, you want to go swimming? Yeah, sure. I'm going to go to the market this Saturday night. Yeah. It's good. You just left your old life behind. And they stop talking about the subject, and he's like, it's always nice to have like a good thing to have in reserve. Now, what's the point of the story? To be honest, I didn't actually see it really clearly. I just thought it was like two men debating. It was just fun, in my opinion. It was like fun watching them debating. They're like, this guy's awesome. Yeah. Nah. Yeah. This guy's awesome. No, this guy's awesome. Actually, that guy's awesome. No, actually, that guy's awesome. No, that guy's awesome. No, that guy's awesome. This guy's awesome. Actually, this guy's awesome. They go ahead switching their favorite offers over and over again. It was actually kind of amusing for a while. Then, however, we start actually looking at things happening, and I'm not actually sure that we're doing the right thing. So what happens next is that, hey, you know what? Let's just go ahead and do things. One more thing I really want to mention is how all this can actually affect your life. What did we learn from this story? To be honest, I don't actually think we learned anything from this story. In fact, I think it's just best that keep things, like, if you keep clinging on to your old life, then you can't get something new. Like, if you keep clinging on to the old habits, you can't get new habits. Like, there's this Chinese saying, apparently, in Chinese it says, Basically, it's 久的不走，新的不来. I'm not Chinese, I'm Korean. Anyways, so yeah, 久的不走, that basically means when old things don't go away, 新的不来, new things won't come in. And we really want new things too. Right, Claude? Are you literally sleeping right here? Okay, so that's about it. So hopefully you guys actually did enjoy this episode. I really hope you did. And hopefully you actually did understand something new in this episode. I hope. Also, I really want to give a shout out to like Someone's Lost Digimon. Hopefully you actually watch these kinds of videos. I hope. And I hope to see you guys soon. So until next time, shout out. Peace. Bye-bye. Hey, where are you going? Where do you think you're going? Bye-bye.